flying you down so you can sit there and, look pretty and, talk about, hi daddy, all that stuff. No, you go, you hope. Period. And nobody's telling you that. This is D, and this is the Come Up Straight Up. This is D. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Well, guys, I am back with a new video. And this is one I'm very, very much looking forward to sort of diving into. And it is the difference between sugaring, sugar babies, and hypergamy. But before we get into all of that, you guys, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, you guys, and turn on notifications so you are aware whenever I upload a great new video just like this one. I also have a second channel, as many of you know. It is called Pretty and Things, and I would really appreciate it if you could support that channel as well. This hypergamy series started off on Pretty and Things, but that channel now is dedicated now to like beauty and things of that nature. So I would appreciate your support for both channels. Now, with all that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so sugaring, hypergamy, these have been, for the last year or two, I guess, these topics have been of great interest to women, in particular, women looking to come up, but, in different ways. And if you follow my channel, this channel, like many of my thoughts on hypergamy. But, I've never discussed the whole sugar baby sugaring, aspect of sort of the come up and what the differences are between, hypergamy and sugaring. And there are differences. A lot of people think they're kind of the same thing, but in my opinion, they're really not. And there are a lot of key differences. And so I want to get into this because I think, especially during this time where we are in quarantine and a lot of people's, money is funny, and there's a lot of need out there, a lot of lack, and people are looking for alternative means to make money, to make income. I think it's really, really important to discuss the realities of sugaring. I personally am not a sugar baby, but we're going to get into that later. But I don't judge anybody for doing what they have to do to make ends meet, or choosing a particular lifestyle. However, I think that the channels I've watched really glamorize it and make it different, I believe, than what it actually is. Many of the girls point out that you can sort of finesse men online, which you can, and get them to send you money without even meeting them, and just speaking to them on the phone, or maybe doing a little video chat with them. And yes, that is an option. That those opportunities are out there. But you need to know that that is the exception, not the rule. The women who are offering coaching sessions on, women out there to show them and teach them the ropes and all of that. First of all, I don't knock anybody's hustle. I myself, I believe I'm going to start some coaching sessions because I get, a lot of DMs and I'm answering questions, and I probably should put that in a more business-like setting rather than sort of, doing it on the fly for people. So that's something that I probably will look into myself and start doing myself. So I don't knock anybody's hustle. I mean, I know there are a lot of women out there of all ages, watching these videos and thinking, you know what, I got this, I can do it. I'm going to watch these videos for these tips, and I'm going to go out there and apply it and get my coin. And my advice to you, the purpose of this video is to say that sugaring is, and finessing is a skill. These days they call it finessing, but back in my day, they call it running game. And at the end of the day, that's what a lot of the sugaring is. running game. Now, there are, situations where, you meet someone and it is an arrangement, like seeking arrangements. He is giving you money for whatever the two of you agree upon. And that is one thing. I mean, that's fine. But oftentimes there are like these women, these girls online, trolling almost for these men to pay their rent or pay their car note. That unfortunately is the vast majority of the women on there. And there are the vast majority of these men online calling themselves sugar daddies, are splendid daddies, saccharine daddies, honey. They are looking to take advantage of women and use them for sex. Because someone sits on a video and tells you or gives you coaching sessions and says, this is how you do this and all of that, and this is how you find a guy, what you should do, and say these things and finesse, does not mean you can do it. For example, I make YouTube videos, right? I can sit here and I can tell you, well, this is what you do. This, you can use your phone or get a camera. You need good lighting. You need a topic to discuss. You need you create a thumbnail, upload a video. I could tell you how to do it, okay? But can you sit here when it's a lights, camera, action? Could you sit here and do this? Could you sit here and do this? Not everybody can do this. It's one thing in theory, but it's another thing in practice. You see what I mean? If you're looking to get paid and you're looking for a man to provide you with money, if he is messing you around and he cannot give you what you want, what you expect, or what the two of you mutually agree upon, move on. And there's nothing wrong with that message. In fact, I like that message of empowerment, particularly to young women. The problem is the application and the fact that a lot of these girls, a lot of these women out there do not have the self-esteem to implement that. I myself, as I said before, I've never been a sugar baby, but I understand that lifestyle. And to be honest with you, I've had men, give me a little something throughout the years. And if I wanted that lifestyle, even at this age, if I wanted to get down like that, if I wanted to be a sugar baby and just have men pay for random men pay for things, I could. I absolutely could. And there are those of you out there saying like, oh, she thinks she all this. Yeah, she does. Mm-hmm. Because this is the type of woman you have to be if you are going to succeed in that life. You have to be confident. You have to know who you are. You have to know your worth. And that's the problem. You got a lot of girls out there who just not ready for the game. They don't know the game. They don't know how to play the game. And that's what it is. Like I said, y'all call it finessing, but it is essentially running game. When you sugar, there's no really emotional connection. You're not looking for a relationship. He's not looking for a relationship. It is an understanding. It is an exchange. Now, I'm not saying it's prostitution. I'm not saying that at all. Because people are free to do whatever they want to do. And, grown folks can do whatever they mutually agree to do. But I feel like a lot of girls with this misconception that they are going to be able to get thousands of dollars from these men. First of all, men like that are, a needle in a haystack, especially on a site like Seeking Arrangements. Because for the most part, those rich men, the high value men, are not on those sites. If you are a CEO or senior director at a company, you're not going to be on Tinder, because you don't want your administrative assistant to see you on there and be talking to all the people in the office like, oh girl, Steve's on Seeking Arrangements, he's on Tinder. You have a position within the company, within the corporation, and that you can't have that kind of talk. It compromises your position with your subordinates as well as your peers. So, you're not dealing for the most part with high quality men. You are dealing with men who want, pretty much one thing. Now, there are men, of course, sometimes older men who will pay you just for conversation because they are lonely and they appreciate the company and the attention of a beautiful woman. All of these things are well and good, but let's talk about the reality. In reality, if a man is paying your bills, a man you've never met, and he invites you to come meet him, he flies you down, pays all your expenses. He's not flying you down so you can sit there and, look pretty and, talk about, hi daddy, all that stuff. No, you go, you hope, period. And nobody's telling you that. And most of the girls who are in sugaring, they know that. They know that sex is part of the deal, whether everybody else tells you that or not. And unfortunately, you have so many girls out there with a low self-esteem, basically, sucking dick for a quarter, period. And then they're calling themselves sugar babies. No. So I just want to, put you guys up on real game, and why you will be better served putting that energy towards a hypergamous lifestyle. Sugaring can also be very dangerous, and that's another side of it I don't hear people talking about either. A lot of the things I hear, the suggestions, these tactics, these strategies to finesse these guys are dangerous, and these men could literally take your life. The key difference between sugaring and a sugar baby lifestyle and a hypergamous lifestyle. A hypergamous lifestyle is more of the long-term, higher quality lifestyle. Hypergamy comes from a place of want. For the most part, sugaring comes from a place of need, and that's a whole different ball game. When you are out there, as most of these girls are, not that 1%, most of these girls are, to get that quick buck, you are more apt to ignore red flags. You see a guy and he exhibits behavior that that is alarming to you, that you don't feel right. You got that gut feeling. But you know what? I'm going to get $500 at the end of this night, so I'm going to let this slide. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to put up with it because the end justifies to me the means. But you don't know, honey, what's going to happen in between getting to the end. If in fact you get to the end at all, you go through hell and back and you don't even get your money. So this video isn't to necessarily discourage those who want to be sugar babies and who want to pursue that lifestyle. To each his own. But you have to understand the reality for most of you. Most of you are not going to, attain the lifestyle that's being portrayed in these videos. Very, very few of you are going to become that 1%. You start from this piece of coal and become this diamond as a result of the coaching. Not because this sugar baby, the finesse coaching isn't good, but because you don't have what it takes. You don't have the self-belief. You don't have that balls to the wall, hardcore attitude that it takes. Now, I'm a person of the belief that you don't have to do anything. A man can buy me a Rolls Royce, and I don't feel obligated to do anything, nothing. But most women are not like that. If you are a sugar baby or you're in this lifestyle, you are getting your hair done, or you're doing your hair, getting your nails done, or doing your nails, you are doing the upkeep because that's what it takes to attract these men and keep them attracted. So why not apply that towards getting a good man, dating high quality men, and attaining a lifestyle that is sustainable? And I'm not knocking anybody. Please don't take it that way, that I'm knocking these sugar baby content makers, creators, or channels. I'm not. Obviously, I watch them myself. And the women on those channels who dispensing this advice, they may know what they're talking about. But they are the 1%. They are the exception, not the rule. Sugaring, although it's appealing, it's being glamorized, chances are it's not for you. Straight up, most of y'all don't have what it takes to run game. And running game these days can get you killed. Okay, so I would love to read, of course, your comments and what you think of this video. I can't wait to read the comments. Y'all know I love getting your feedback. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, thumbs it up, y'all. Please thumbs it up, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Also follow me on, again, my second channel, Pretty and Things. So till next time. Mwah.